All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I know Sunday mornings are crazy. My name is Ali Antonacci. I'm an ambassador here with It Works. I've been with the company almost 7 years. So I'm very, very, very excited. I've been through seasons of momentum, seasons of rebranding. I've been through new products. I've been through all the things. And I can tell you that the momentum that we're experiencing right now, the excitement that's happening right now is a run. It is big, it is exciting, and I'm super, super excited to be part of it. So we are here today to talk about how to go Ruby. Ruby is the cornerstone rank within our business. Ruby is kind of the fundamental rank that once you go Ruby and you understand how you did it, you then can start teaching it. And if you can teach people how to go Ruby, you can go to the top of this company. Every single chart in our entire business is based on more people going Ruby in your business. That's it. Isn't that so simple? So what we're going to go over today is going to be like the absolute basics. I know that some of you probably have just started today. Maybe you're getting this video as a recording as your first goal is to go Ruby. So the average Ruby income is around that $500 mark. And I think so many of us join this business for that. For me personally, I was a nonprofit fundraiser. My daughter's daycare cost as much as our mortgage. And while on the outside it looked great, on the inside we were really, really struggling. So many people who you are talking to are in that same boat. They look okay. They are getting by. And most people aren't going to join this business for $100,000. They're joining this business to pay off debt, to build a savings account, to not stress about the grocery bill or putting gas in the car, right? So this Ruby is just such a huge promotion for so many people because people say, okay, well, you're Ruby, what does that mean now? And you can say, you know, it's paying my car payment, or it's really contributing to rent, or it's paying the daycare bill, that sort of thing, depending on where you live. So that is that $500 a month average. Now, I will tell you that you see those average incomes. Those are based on people who went Ruby today and maybe have sat at Ruby for years. So there's going to be, that's an average income. So your first month as a Ruby, your commission might not be at that $500 mark. It's all based on your volume. And I first want to talk about what is volume. So every single product we have has a cost, right? It's a price. But there's a BV attached to it, and that stands for business volume. So when you see, maybe when you're checking out a customer, or you see in your eSuite, you see that ThermoFight X to the X is $39.95. That is the price, but the BV or business volume on it is 31. So that's all the BV is based on the profit margin our company has and the expense they have. So we're actually paid on our BV. We're not always paid on our dollar amount. So we're paid on our BV. They're usually pretty close to the dollar. But the higher your BV is, business volume within your organization, the bigger your paycheck. So you have two different kinds of BV. You have personal business volume, that's PBV. That's your orders and the customers that you keep, the customers that you have. Then you have GV, group volume. So that group volume is going to be that volume of your entire organization. So for me personally, you know, my personal business volume, my PBV last month was like 500 BV. I had customers that ordered that are my personal customers. I had my personal orders, but then the volume within my organization, which is an ambassador level organization with, you know, gosh, tens of thousands of distributors in it, multiple ambassadors on my team, that was over 500,000. So that's going to be your group volume. Think of it, anything that falls under your umbrella is your group volume. Anything you're holding right there in your hand, that's your personal volume. So we're going to be talking about volumes here too. What I'm going to show you guys how to do is get not only your commissions from your volume, but to also earn weekly bonuses. And now if you guys are brand new distributor, you have no one on your chart and you're going to go Ruby, I'm going to show you guys how to make close to $700 this month just in commissions and fast start bonuses. So before we get into our Ruby chart too, I want to explain what a fast start bonus is. So we are not paid to recruit distributors. Okay, you are not paid at all to sign someone up. You have no kind of signing bonus. Okay, but what you are paid to do is to teach your new distributors. You're teaching them how to bring in customers. And we're going to talk a little bit about how we can bring in customers quickly. So when you teach them how to bring in customers and they bring in their first 6 customers on their own, then you can earn up to $150 per distributor you sign up in fast start bonuses. When they get their first 2 customers, you're going to get $50. When they get their next 2, you're going to get another $50. And when they get their third 2, 6 total, you're going to get your third $50. So that's $150 total. So you're not paid for signing them up. Where you get incentivized is by helping them. And I think that's so cool because that's really the basis of our entire system, our entire compensation plan. You are only going to be paid as much as you help your team earn. It's really a spider web of people earning together. And something that's really, really cool that a lot of you might not know is that you actually have no limitations. You know, maybe you're on my team and you're like, oh my gosh, well, I could never do what she's done. Absolutely, you can. You can earn more than your sponsor. You can be a higher rank than your sponsor. I would love nothing more than every single person on my team to be a higher earner than me, a higher rank than me. I think that would be so cool because our team works together and we cheer each other on. So I need you to know that you are not limited in any way. You can make as much money as you want in this business, and your efforts are going to truly write your paycheck. So what we're going to talk about is how to go to Ruby, and it's a wash, rinse, repeat, you guys. You're going to help bring people into your organization because your only job is to talk to people about becoming a loyal customer and talk to people about becoming a distributor. That is it. You help them join the organization, then you plug them into the systems that we have for you, and then you're going to do it again. Teach them how to do it again. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to talk about where you can find your charts. Okay, so our charts are our roadmaps. It works as your vehicle, and before GPS, we had to have a map, right? We had to have an atlas. We printed out maps from MapQuest, if I'm not totally dating myself by saying that. So your chart is your map. It tells you exactly where you're going. So I'm actually going to screen share right now, just over to my eSuite. So this is your eSuite, you guys. This is your back office. This is your hub, okay? You can get to this by simply logging in from your replicated website using your user ID, which is your account ID number, and your password, or you can go to eSuite, esuite.itworks.com, and it'll take you right to the login page. So this is gonna be your home page. This right here is called your document library. Your document library is always where you're going to find information about compensation. You're going to find charts. You're going to find all the frequently asked questions about maybe a promotion going on. Let's see if now my documents want to load. So it's going to have a rank up bonuses, and it's actually going to have them all by country. So right here you can search, and I have it set on United States and English, but I can drop down right here and I can pick any country we're open in. And you guys, that's a great place to look. If you're like, are we open in New Zealand? Are we open in France? You're going to be able to find it right here. But I'm going to obviously leave it on United States and English. And I'm just going to search charts. And instantly what popped up is executive, diamond, emerald, and ruby charts. I can simply click download. Boom, it's right there as a PDF. Okay. So you'll notice I said executive first. There is actually a rank before ruby. And I want to show you what that is. So can everybody see this chart? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see this chart. Awesome. Okay, so here is a Ruby chart. But first I want to talk about executive. So Ruby is that cornerstone rank. Ruby is what everybody wants to work towards right away. And that's what I'm here to talk about. But I will say that excitement and promotions draw more people into your business. So you never want to forget about celebrating executive. Executive is our only rank that does not have a minimum GV, group volume, requirement. Okay, so a couple years ago, we actually really simplified our charts. Promoting is easier than ever in this business, but there is kind of an overall volume that you need to have, that group volume, and we're going to talk about what different things are, that overall volume to hit a rank, except executive. So executive, you guys, you could hit this week, even if you're brand new, okay? And what executive is just 2 people in your organization. So let's say you've gotten started, you're super duper excited. You are talking to your best friend and be like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I'm going to run for this bonus. I'm going to be making my rent. You're catching the vision. You're seeing this. And your best friend says, girl, I am in with you. All right. So your best friend is going to join your team. So now your best friend is right here. And you and your best friend are rocking and rolling, and you are helping people. And then you talk to somebody about becoming a customer. Okay. And I'm going to give you this verbiage here in a minute when I can type back in the chat. But you're going to talk about being a customer, and they're like going to spend $80. And then what you're going to say to them is super simple. I'm going to read you the exact wording that I'm going to put in the chat for you too. If I could find it here in my phone, I thought I was so prepared. I can't find the exact. Stop sharing so I can read it appropriately to you guys. And then I'll just put it right in the chat. All right, so as you are helping someone sign up, I want you to always ask them, okay, before we go this route, I'd be doing you a disservice by not asking you this. This business completely changed my family's life. This is what I write, allowing me to come home from my career in nonprofit 6 years ago. Would you consider making money using these products? So right there, and I'm going to, like I said, put this in the chat. Somebody might say, well, yeah. Can you tell me more about that? And so give me just a second to, you're going to want to make this your own. Maybe you just got started. You say, I'd be doing you a disservice by not asking this. I am so excited to be part of this company that is completely changing families' lives. I know that within a couple months, I am going to be able to be debt-free, save for a vacation. Don't talk about what you've done. Talk about what you will do, because people want to dream with you. Or go this route. All right, so I'm going to give you, this actually is from my dear friend, Ashley Renau. If you do not follow her, she's awesome. She taught me this. So I put it in the chat. Before we go this route, this is her message. I'd be doing a disservice by not asking you this. This business completely changed my family's entire life, allowing me to come home from my career as a nurse 4 years ago. Would you consider making money using these products? So I want you guys to take a picture of that, save that script, copy and paste it, screenshot it, whatever you need to do. Okay, because now we're going to go back to screen sharing. So we're here. One of your customers says, well, yeah, I want to know more. And they decide to join your team instead. You guys are going to feel so confident after a customer or two that you're like, I'm unstoppable. I can sign 10 customers. I can sign up 20 customers. And all you're going to be thinking about is customers. But you have to allow yourself to also talk to people about being a distributor. Okay, because that's how your organization is going to grow. Is it easier for you to get 60 customers, or is it easier for you to get 10 distributors and teach them all to get 6 customers? Your volume would be the same, right, in your organization. But suddenly when there's more people working, and let's say I get 1 customer a day or 2 customers a day, and I got 60 BV today. But what if I have 5 people and we're all doing it, and suddenly we've gotten 300 BV today? So that exponential growth happens as people start to join your team. So this is executive. Now to promote and rank, you'll see right here, it says requirement, 2 qualified legs. What is a qualified leg, right? 400 GV. 400 group volume is a qualified leg. That means anywhere under their umbrella. Remember, group volume is under the umbrella. Personal volume is what you're holding right close to you in your hands. So maybe your best friend takes off and she signs up her coworkers and she's getting all these friends and she's growing towards RubyTube. Great. On your executive chart, you're just worried about her right here at the top. And what is her group volume? Once your best friend and your customer who upgraded both become a qualified leg, they have 400 GV, then you are executive with no minimum. It doesn't matter if you don't have all 6 of your customers yet. What matters is you have 2 qualified legs. To promote to any rank, you must be commission qualified. You can be commission qualified by your first month you join. So let's say you joined in May, you're commission qualified. If you joined in April and now it's May 3rd, you are not commission qualified yet. You will be commission qualified this month 2 ways. You can run an 80 BV auto ship. I highly, highly recommend you do this because you want products that you can use to feel confident in these, products you can sample, or products you can sell. You know, you can make your own sample packs. You can mix and match reds and greens. When I first started, there was no other option than running an 80 BV auto ship. And what I did was I bought 1 package of wraps that I could sell and 1 product that I wanted to use personally. I'd sell those wraps for $100, and then that covered the cost of my other product and my website. So I highly, highly encourage you to do that. If you're in your first month or something else is going on where you're like, I just cannot. You just want to make sure that PBV, that personal business volume, is at least over 150, and then you'll be commission qualified. You started the month back at 0, and then as your customers' orders go throughout the month, you continue to accrue volume. Okay, so either an 80 BV auto ship or hitting at least 150 PBV is how you're going to be commission qualified. Once you are commission qualified for the month, you can hit any rank you want. And before that, it'll just say distributor, not commission qualified. So once you are commission qualified, you are executive. Then we're ready to go Ruby. So we're going to take our best friend and our customer, and we're set up for Ruby, right? But we need this next person. Now, what I need you to see here is that the requirement is 3 qualified legs. So we're going to need a 3rd person to go Ruby, but you have a minimum GV requirement, 2,000 total group volume. So even if you have 400, 400, 400, but you don't have any volume, that's still only 1,200 GV, right? Let's say you also got yourself over 400 right away. That's still only 1,600. So you need an overall group volume, everybody working together. So I always recommend that when you're trying to hit a promotion, try to have everybody hit 600. Then you've got some customers too. You've got a lot more wiggle room. All right, so when you first get started, you're trying to get your 6 loyal customers right away, right? And you're not afraid to talk to people about being distributors also. So you're talking to people about being distributors, you're getting your 6 customers, then you've got your 6, so then you're like, well, what now? Do I just load up my customers? I want to make the recommendation, if you have 6 customers and you're trying to go Ruby right away, you're going to sign up your spouse. I wish I had done this sooner in my business, you guys. Now, maybe some of you don't have a spouse, maybe this isn't an option for you. And if you're on the 2020 Vision Casters page, you can just search the word spouse and see a whole video on why you should or should not sign up your spouse or where that works for you. But I do want to recommend that if it is an option for you, you are going to sign up your spouse because you're earning commissions. You enroll your spouse as a distributor. The next 6 customers you get, you're going to sign up under their account. So then boom, you've got yourself another 150 in free product. And then your spouse is going to earn a paycheck and you're going to earn a paycheck. But you're earning a paycheck on your spouse's volume. So now suddenly you're double dipping right here. So you can get, instead of 10% on these customers and 15% on these customers, you're going to cumulative, your household's going to start grabbing 25% from these customers. So growing your spouse as an account is an amazing option. I just want to put that out there because moving to Ruby very quickly, that can be a great solution. Then you can start building your spouse to Ruby. Because as now you're at Ruby, you're going to start, maybe you sign two more distributors. Things are moving. You're then going to start placing them under your spouse and growing your spouse to Ruby. So maybe as your best friend's growing, your customers growing, and then you started building your spouse, maybe by the end of this month, your spouse is actually at 1,000 GV, your best friend's at 500, your customers at 400, and you personally had 400. You're well over 2,000 GV, and you are Ruby. Okay, so that's your Ruby chart. If you don't have that spouse option, simply you're going to sign up another distributor, another customer upgrade, a sister, a mom, a friend, a total stranger on the internet that sees what you are posting. You guys, I cannot say enough that as you expand your network, people are going to be drawn into what you are doing. They're curious about what you're doing. And then I want to show you the capacity of this. So you've gone Ruby, right? And you understand how to go Ruby. You understand that you need 3 qualified legs. You need 2,000 GV overall. Then as you promote, when I said that Ruby is truly the cornerstone, I want you to see this. An emerald is 2 rubies. You take your best friend and you take your spouse, you help them both go Ruby. That's that customer. Boom, you're there. A diamond, well, one of your rubies became emerald, which meant they added 2 more rubies, and you still have a ruby here. If you want to go double diamond, you're going to add another ruby here, you're going to add another ruby here. Okay, so that the entire organization, the entire success of your organization is going to be based on getting to Ruby and then teaching people to go Ruby. And then once you get diamond and you keep signing people up, your income can truly start to really grow in an exponential fashion. Okay, so that's going to be your Ruby. So it's a wash, rinse, repeat thing. You want to make sure you're asking everybody before they order. And then I said, you know, how are we going to make that $700 this month? Where you're going to help 3 people get started as a distributor right away. You're going to help 3 people get started as a distributor, and you're going to help them get their customers. So you're going to get 3 fast start bonuses for $150 each. That's $450 right there. Then when you go Ruby, let's say the minimum of that 2,000 GV and you help sign all those people up, your first Ruby paycheck will be around $250 to $300 probably. Okay, just based on the minimum volumes. So those average incomes are based on fast start bonuses and commission. It's total income for the month. It's total monthly earnings. Okay, but if you get 3 people signed up, you help them all get their 6 customers, you teach them how to do it, and then you're also going to hit Ruby with 3 qualified legs and 2,000 GV overall, you can earn probably around $650 to $750 this month. Okay, there's always going to be exceptions to different things, but and that I'm telling you, if you do exactly that, that is what you are. Okay, so we have an income disclosure. I want to make sure that you all know that you should never be like making income claims about how anything is guaranteed. You do not want to say that you are hiring. You want to make sure you tell people that you have a work from home opportunity. It can be part-time or full-time. Don't say the words hiring. Do not make income claims. And as you're growing your organization, talk about what you will achieve, what this business is leading you to. You don't have to have your own story written yet. Go to any top leaders page and you're going to find their story. Share that. Be like, oh my gosh, check out my friend Allie's story. I can't wait to be writing my own. Oh my gosh, my friend Amy, has been able to do so much. I can't wait to follow in her footsteps. These sort of things that show people the story, show people that things are inspiring. Now, how are you going to get these customers? And I don't want to talk too much longer. From day one, you must be expanding your network. Okay, so I want to talk to you really quick about 2 things. I want to talk to you about what your chicken noodle soup list is. So chicken noodle soup list is people that if you were deathly ill in bed, they would bring you soup. They would come help take care of your kids. They would come do your dishes for you if you were like crazy, crazy sick. Okay, so that is your chicken noodle soup list. Those are going to be the people you ask first. Okay, so I want you, if you haven't already, I want you to make a list of 30 people who are your chicken noodle soup list. So write that down, that you want to make a list of 30 people. And then I'm going to put a message in the chat that you are going to send those 30 people. And then I'm going to have you comment or not comment, copy, if I could talk. So I tell somebody, so this is what I want you to do, but then also any of your new distributors, this is what you're going to do too. You're going to have them send that chicken noodle soup list a message. And it's going to be a super, super simple message, and I'm going to copy and paste it in the chat. I'm just trying to make sure I'm taking it from my computer. And then I always tell my new distributors to screenshot me what they get in response so I can help them answer. Okay, so make sure you're utilizing your upline, make sure you're utilizing your team page. If your sponsor is brand new in the business, collaborate with her who her upline is. But here is an idea for wording for you to send out first. And then when they respond, I'm going to give them this. I'm just going to say, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. This is really amazing of you. And then I'm going to say, I'm looking for some product testers for these things. And I give them a long list. At the end of the day, you guys, people are looking for a solution to look better, feel better, de-stress, lose weight, improve their skin, make money. You have a solution to all of it. And you can be insanely successful in this business if you are willing to open your mouth and share it. Okay? You need to decide that no one else's opinions matter. They are none of your business. No one is pounding down your door to pay your bills. So why should they get an opinion about how you're paying yours? There are definitely going to be people who are like, no, thanks. Okay, great. When I started this business, I had to take the attitude of, I'm going to go make $1 million. Are you coming with me or not? These products got rid of my stretch marks, helped me lose weight. They've helped me through postpartum depression. They've helped me lose baby weight multiple times. They've kept me home on an endless maternity leave with 2 babies. This business has done everything for my family for 7 years. So still, I have to have that confidence and excitement. Even if you don't have your own success story, hold on to mine. Hold on to your uplines. Confidence and excitement will take you everywhere. Okay, confidence and excitement will take you everywhere. So that is your goal, to send that list. And then the other thing I need every single person on this training doing is committing to Host to Post. If you are not doing Host to Post yet, it's going to be significantly more difficult to go Ruby. You can do it. Oh, absolutely, 1,000%, because there's no right or wrong way to work this business. But if you want a simple system that's insanely effective, that can bring in a ton of customers and distributors, then you need to be doing Host to Post. And the way you're going to access Host to Post is go on your team page and just look up HAP, HAP, or Host to Post. You can, or right now, I don't know if this will be applicable when we have the recording of this, but right now, It Works Corporate is doing a week-long series of webinars on how to host a post from the top people in the company who are doing Host to Post. When we used to start 7 years ago, the first thing my leader told me to do was to host a party. I needed to have a launch party. I needed to have people over to my home, and then I needed to ask people if I could come into their home, right? Think about Tupperware. Think about Mary Kay. Gosh, back in the 90s, I'm probably dating myself here, but you would go into someone's home and they'd allow a rep to come in and they'd introduce the rep to all their friends, right? It's 2020. Our living room is our social media. So now, instead of me asking 2 people a week to host a party and be out of my home 2 nights a week, I'm asking 10 people a day to host a post. And they're putting that post up to me and they're introducing me to their friends, you guys. And so I got very consistent with this system. And I went from signing 11 customers in March, which that actually was even a big month for me. I was never a big customer signing person. Now I was really never more than the steps to success. To I signed 60 customers in April, all because I tried to do 10 host posts a day. And I wasn't perfect. I got about 260 up for the month. I did my best. I've had my kids home. It's been Easter. It's been crazy. I get it. But it is a system that you can follow and you can pick back up from your phone 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there while the baby is sleeping, while your kids are in the tub, when you can sneak away for 30 minutes, go hide in your closet, whatever you need to do to give yourself time. But you need to commit. Do you want to go Ruby? Do you want to make $700 this month? You're going to make that from your fast start bonuses and your commissions. You're going to ask every single person you talk to before you check them out for a customer. You tell them that you would be doing them a disservice if you did not ask them if they would be interested in making money while using these products. Okay, so I haven't really seen any questions in the chat. I wanted to keep this right at 30 minutes, and we did. So I hope you guys have found this super, super helpful. This will be up on my YouTube, Ali Antonacci, just as soon as I possibly can. And I want every single one of you to go Ruby. Commit to me right now. Tell me in the chat, I am Ruby. I need you to write it on your mirror. I need you to Sharpie it on your arm. Don't really need you to tattoo it on your forehead, but I need you to say, not I'm going to try to go Ruby, maybe kind of, sort of, I could go Ruby. Nobody really wants to talk to me. You need to say, I have unbelievable products. I have a life-changing opportunity, and I am Ruby. And I'm going to keep talking to people until I can find people who see my vision, and they're going to join and do this with me. Okay, you guys, some will, some won't. There's going to be people who join you who do nothing. There's going to be people who join you who go ambassador in a year. But the only way you're going to find them is if you keep asking. I am Ruby. I want you to say it over and over again. I want you to write it on your notepad, whatever you're using to use your trackers. If you have a binder, put a big old piece of duct tape across the front and just say, I am Ruby, because the next month you're going to rip it off and you're going to write, I am Emerald. Because rubies make diamonds. Okay? Rubies make diamonds. Go Ruby. Teach your team how to go Ruby, and you will be diamond. I'm so proud of you guys. Thanks for showing up this morning on a Sunday morning. I cannot wait to be cheering all of you on as you go Ruby this month. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.